I think it's necessary to understand like the depths of Rocket's, I mean, just his grief and his past, just to see that. I mean, sometimes those things are important for us to know that, like, I mean, and again, this goes into just humanity itself, right? I mean, of course, everybody wants to put their best foot forward and present themselves in a way that is acceptable, right? But yeah, with this, I mean, it's just in your face. Like, this guy is garbage.
Yeah,
he's a horrible person. He's extremely selfish. He has no care for any of his fellow beings. You know what I mean? And so
that's honestly my biggest gripe with this movie is that
he was too good.
No,
too good at being bad.
No, my gripe with him is that he had no like real character, and he does I don't know how much theater training that you've ever had in your life.
Man, absolutely none.
Wonderful. So there's a common, and you'll see it once I say it. You'll see it everywhere. There's a common thing that most male actors do is when they're supposed to be serious and angry, they just start shouting. And
I mean, that can be pretty scary.
It can.
A male
shouting. It can, but it's so cliche and it's not good acting because shouting is just a very visceral reaction to doing something. Yeah. Doesn't have very much emotion behind it if you're just shouting. If you're shouting with a purpose, it makes a difference, which is why when mostly amateur male actors go straight to screaming and shouting, you're like, okay, this he doesn't know what he's doing. And the villain does this quite towards the end of the movie in a moment where I was like, no, he could have been short and pointed, because don't get me wrong, the choices they made, it worked and it was okay.
Yeah.
It was one of the only things that took me out was that the villain was just like, don't care, kick the puppy, squash the little rabbit, shout at everybody, because it could have been as much as like if they just developed it a little bit more and been like, he is for all intents and purposes a scientist.
Yeah.
And he is running experiments and testing his theories on how things work, right? And if he attaches himself completely emotionally from everything, instead of the shouting, fire the cannons, get them, kill them, it could have been fire the cannons. We can't do that. That'll destroy everything.
Yeah.
I didn't ask.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been a much more like, damn, he is willing to go down with the ship to get what he needs.
Yeah.
But it just went to classic evil villain shouting at the sky, I am God, which it is what it is.
Sounds like a nitpick.
It is quite literally a nitpick.
But I mean, I hear what you're saying.
It was a choice that I would have changed.
I hear that.
Probably like the only one.
Yeah, because I mean, the rest of it is, and as dark as it gets, I love that there's still a lot of goodness when you get to the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously we get to see Rocket, and throughout we get flashbacks to his history, and I gotta say, dude, I mean, all of his friends, Lila,
so sad.
Teef, Floor, are all just like ridiculously cute. And it's amazing,
and it's so depressing.
It's very, very sad.
So depressing.
But
it explains why Rocket doesn't talk about his past, because it's fucked up.
Yeah, and that's your one for
that's
the
my
episode,
one.
okay?
Yeah. Or rated R.
Yeah, but yeah, and so what I loved about this, I was thinking about this when I was watching the movie. I was like, man, like this is so good, and literally all they're trying to do is just save Rocket. Like, it's not a crazy. It's not.
I love that.
It's not a crazy like, like Thanos type situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a sky beam.
Yeah.
It's not like the world. It's just like this is our friend. We are going to do whatever it's going to take to make sure that he survives.
Oh, and the thing that I love so much about this movie, they stick to the mission.
Yes.
There's a point where Star-Lord is standing in front of the big bad guy. Yeah. Could do whatever he wants to take the shot at him, do whatever whatever the frick. Sorry, we have only one. And and he goes, "Hey, don't have time for you. Got to go do this thing."
Yeah.
I'm like, man. Wow.
Yeah.
That's how serious it is.
Well, yeah, because I think that's one thing. This thing's like, when you're that focused on someone that you're trying to help, absolutely. Like, and I think that shows character development for Star-Lord.
Oh yeah,
he would have. He flew off the handle on the first one, flew off the handle on the second one, flew off the handle at Thanos. You know what I mean? And so
it's very pointed in this one.
Yeah, and this time he's like okay,
I can't mess this up.
I need to control my emotions, and I need to take care of business first. And then I think, after he handled business, he would have got
absolutely. That's what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Rocket to do his, no, I'm a guardian. And for Star-Lord to go, yeah. Just one more. That's all I wanted.
Yeah. For sure.
That's my only other nitpick. Just one more punch to the face,
Yeah. It was, that guy's truly horrendous.
Yeah, he
definitely deserved a lot worse.
The actor,
he deserved a lot.
Great job. The actor did a great job. Nobody harassed him.
Yeah.
The character, though.
Yeah, garbage.
Punch him. Right in the face.
Yeah. And so, man, I just love that. It was like, wow, this is such a great movie. And literally they're just trying to save their friend. And it's so compelling. I love that it is just so focused on Rocket as being like a core, like he is literally the number 2 to Star-Lord. You know what I'm saying? And so
this whole movie was his rise to leading.
Yeah, this was his movie, and I loved it. And another thing that I really loved about, so one of my favorite things in all of the Guardians movies is Drax and Mantis. They are truly.
They had great moments too.
But what I keep noticing is they keep doing Mantis so dirty, and I love it. Like I remember, she was just falling and she just lands all weird on top of her head or something.
Yeah.
And the way that her legs move backwards, it's just goofy. But like they keep doing Mantis dirty. Like I was in the second one, and she gets hit in the head with the rock.
Yeah.
And then Drax, like after she's already hit, Mantis, look out. But I love
they have a great dynamic,
dude. Yeah, Mantis.
It's so fun.
Mantis and Drax are some of my favorite characters. They're just so funny as a comic relief, and
they really have like a brother sister thing going on where they just keep on messing with each other
for sure. And that being said, I know you didn't watch the holiday special, but it turns out that Mantis is Star-Lord's brother.
Yeah.
So
I remember that.
So they revealed that in the holiday special. Which was very cool, and
they mentioned it a few times.
Yeah, and there's cameos as well. Michael Rooker had a cameo in a flashback, and then as Yondu.
Yeah,
and then there was also from the Suicide Squad. Which hopefully you guys need to watch.
Oh
and he needs to watch.
You told me
played
about this.
Yes, because she's amazing. She's gorgeous, and she has amazing accent. And she has beautiful eyes, and she's a great actress. But she plays Ratcatcher 2 in the Suicide Squad, and she's amazing. She was in the movie. She was the one that Peter was trying to turn the charm on to get her to do the thing.
Yeah,
which was very funny. Her name is Danielle.
Oh yeah,
Danielle,
Sylvester Stallone's in here too.
Yep. So
and Nathan Fillion. I love Nathan Fillion. So does James Gunn.
Yes. He's very good at making sure that like the people that he likes that he works with.
Yeah, they're always there.
They're always gonna have work as long as he's making movies. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. He's got good talent.
Oh, we haven't even mentioned Adam Warlock.
Yeah, we haven't. That's true.
He's like the B story villain.
Yeah, he's just kind of, so that's another, he's just kind of there.
Yeah,
but that's okay, because I was talking to my buddy Clint, and it
didn't take me out of it.
No, I was just like, he's just
He's just
He's
there.
another dopey
Yeah.
comic relief type of thing. I was like, I was looking for a serious, badass or whatever. And so when he came in, he kind of seemed like that. But then when he started talking, you're just like, what? And so
Yeah.
that was a little bit off-putting, but
His intro was really cool though.
it was
He
very
just shows up, doesn't say a
starts
word.
manhandling
Pa, pa,
everything.
da, da. Yeah. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then everything after that was like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's just kind of, and I was like, I kind of didn't like that. And of course, Clint, the guy that he is, he's always got opinions. Which hopefully, dude, I talked to him today.
Who's Clint?
I know,
Have you ever mentioned him before?
Yeah, I mentioned him every episode. He's gonna be, I promise you, he's not going to continue to make me look like a crazy person. He's a real person. He exists. And he's going to be on the podcast.
Everybody just comment that Clint's real. It'll help him. It'll help him.
Yeah.
He goes to therapy twice a week just to talk about the fact that Clint exists.
You know what? And in fact, he does have his own YouTube where he has a Lego and Pokemon YouTube. He hasn't uploaded for a little bit, but you know what? It's called Mudkips and Bricks. If you want to, full-time movie fans, go harass him on his own
I'm doing it right
YouTube
now.
page. Leave a comment and say, "Hey, bro, when are you gonna be on Full-Time Movie Fans?" Please go do that because he needs to come on here. He's always got some really great takes. But when I was talking with him about it, because I talk with him about all the movies that I watch pretty much, and he mentioned that, you know what? She mentioned that he was taken out of the pod early, and so he's very childish. He just needs time to grow up a little bit now that he's kind of out and about. And I was kind of like, yeah, I'm cool with that as long as the next time we see Adam Warlock, he actually is going to be, not just the dopey kind of comic relief type. But I think Will Poulter's a great choice. I think there's a lot of potential there. You know what I'm saying? Adam Warlock is definitely like a beloved.
I did it.
Nice. Yeah, his channel's called Mudkips and Bricks. Like and subscribe, and on his channel as well. But also harass him and tell him that he needs to be on Full-Time Movie Fans ASAP because it's getting because it's kind of annoying that he hasn't been on yet. Because he's got great takes and he is a Full-Time Movie fan. So that being said, Adam Warlock, I think I'm excited to see
He'll
what
probably
they do with
come
this
back
character.
to do something. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that Adam Warlock was one of the original Guardians of the Galaxy, which is why he was put into this.
We'll have to, I don't know.
I know at some point he is actually a Guardian of the Galaxy in the comics,
Yeah.
but I think he's.
Someone fact check that. I don't know if he is.
I'm
I
gonna
think
fact
he was,
check it myself.
I think he was definitely. I know he was very involved with Thanos and the Infinity Stones. I know that because he had the gem in his head was supposed to be the Soul Stone in the comics. But somebody he said, put in the comments section like if you know more about the comic book situation than we might. There's also another comics book. I'll shout out a guy I watch on comics while I'm here. He does Comics Explained.
There's so many.
He's
Okay,
so good.
so we have the original Guardians,
I think Nebula's in the original.
Yondu,
Yeah.
Major Victory, Martinex,
I don't know anything.
Charlie 27, Starhawk, which is not Star-Lord. In fact, Stakar Ogard is his name, and I think that was hold on. I saw it here. Yeah, that was Sylvester Stallone's character in the movie, which is kind of fun. Nikki, whoever Nikki is.
Wow, that's a pretty normal.
Oleta Ogard, Replica, Talon, Yellow Jacket, and Gina Drake. So literally, none of them.
What year was that comic?
That is 1969. And it was just the first four in 1969, and then Starhawk joined in 75. So this goes all the way up to 1993, and then 2014 was when the last person of the original group joined.
Yeah.
weird.
there you have it. Take that, Comics Explained. We got the facts over here too. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. Like, dude, he's a Rob over at Comics Explained. I love getting. I got a lot of my comic book knowledge from him. But
How did
Yeah.
all of these characters come together? Whatever. We'll figure this out. Somebody will have a comment that'll explain. It'll be like a 18-page essay. on
and we will
how
read
they
it.
got together.
We promise.
I would, yeah. I
Yeah,
would.
we'll read it. And
Yeah, this is weird.
and we thank you for your service in advance.
None of these characters look like real names.
So that being said,
But yeah,
Adam Warlock is fine. Yondu was the original cast, so that's cool.
Adam Warlock was not.
Dude, I
reference.
will say this for Yondu. I also in the second movie cried when he was like, "I'm Mary Poppins, y'all." I was like, oh,
I do love
dude,
Yondu.
I cried. I was like, dude,
I did love
such a
Yondu.
great line.
I remember watching Guardians 2 and I was like, who is this guy?
Oh, it was.
And then by the end of it, I was like, he's gone.
I know. Well, it was that line, and the line was like, he was like, "You look like Mary Poppins." He's like, "Is he cool?" He was like, "Yeah, he's cool." I was like, oh,
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
that was so freaking sweet. Loved it.
It
Loved
was
it,
so
loved
good.
it.
Good movie.
But yeah, when it comes to this one, I think there was a lot of cool, interesting stuff too with Gamora. I really, honestly, I loved what they did with Gamora. I
Yeah.
think like everybody,
Such cringy moments
I think
with
every
Peter.
yes, but you know what? I think it's I think it's funny. Actually, hold on before I get to that. Sorry, as I organize my thoughts live. No, I will say that I think I won't speak for everybody. I personally kind of wanted like there to be some kind of moment where her and Peter reconnect. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people wanted
I feel
that.
like they kind of did.
Well, I yes and no. Like I mean, in the sense of like,
Oh, yeah.
they get back together and they
Oh.
start over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their relationship, and so. But I actually love the way that James Gunn did it, and it's just like you know what they, even though Star-Lord Peter Quill has all these memories with Gamora, it's not his Gamora, and now he has to understand that this is a different person with a different memories and a different life.
Completely different life.
And so just watching him have to go through it, what's so funny. Now here's the funny part. Sorry, dude, please forgive. This may be a little bit too personal. But like me and Clint, as we were talking about this, we joked because of just some things in my past recently. How I was responding. I was like, we were talking, I was like, yeah, dude. I was like watching Star-Lord just like fawning over Gamora. It's like, bro, let her go, chill. Like, and he was just like, every time he would see her, he'd bring it up and just make things worse. I was like, who would do that, bro? Like, that's so unrealistic. And my Franklin was like, yeah, right. And we were talking about me because actually that's very realistic. And I know those feels.
And
directly.
you got to experience it.
Yeah, and then I got to see
a third
myself
party.
on screen through Peter Quill being cringy and like, bro, let it go.
We've all been there.
Okay.
Just to let you know, we've
All
all
right,
been
good. I'm glad I'm not alone in this. Comment and subscribe if you haven't been through that and you're just better than everybody.
Yeah, fair.
But
So it's so
or
it's
and
hard.
if-
They're hard to watch moments.
they are so hard, and it's just like, bro,
No, stop, dude. Stop, please.
don't bring it up. Oh, there he goes, he's bringing it up, and it's like,
And it's every time too.
yeah,
It's
and
every single time.
yeah, and I definitely
And it's not
did.
subtle. And
It
it's
was
not
not-
smooth.
It definitely was.
There's a lot of moments where he could have been like, my Gamora would have never done that. But he was like, the Gamora that I loved,
Yeah,
that you could be if you wanted to,
yeah,
would never do something like that unless it's you and you wanted to. And in that case, that'd be fine too.
yeah.
You're like, dude, come
I mean,
on.
but I think it was so good, like to just have her be like old Gamora, like I'm the one of the deadliest assassins in the universe, and like, and she was just like, you are not my family, like these guys are my family, you know what I'm saying? And there were good moments, you know what I mean? She got to see like how much the Guardians themselves, like they all loved each other, and you know, Villain, Rocket, and just everybody, and you could tell that she was kind of like, wow, okay, I kind of get it, these are good people, and even Peter's a good person, but at the end when everybody's group hugging, she just kind of walks off. Dude, I mean, just something so small like that. I loved it. You know, she's
Yeah.
like, you know what? I'm gonna go be with my family.
She's like, yeah, this isn't my place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, but she did, but there was, like you said, a little bit of a connection, a little bit more understanding, a little bit where I think where she was thinking when Peter was saying all those things, I think that after being with them for a little bit and being around them, she is more inclined to believe that what he's saying is true and that, hey, maybe there was a part of me or a version of me that actually did love this guy and these people, because she saw how much love they had for each other. You know what I mean? And so, but anyways, it also creates one of the funniest moments too as well, when she was like, I don't know why you're talking about me. Well, it sounds like you're talking about her, Nebula.
Yeah.
And then he just kind of looks over her like, oh, maybe.
Yeah.
He's just like, it was like,
I never noticed how black your eyes are.
She's like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know, he picked out a beautiful pair. Hey, full-time movie fans, thanks for hanging out with us. Hope you had a good time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. We want to hang out and discuss the movie with you. So don't forget to do that below. Have a good one. I hope your day is everything you dreamed it being more.